Hey, so really quick, before the video starts, I want to let you guys know that the top link in the description will take you to Seakings hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. Pick something up and represent fuck yeah Seakings. Alright guys, what is going on, and welcome to my Week 1 match against the Detroit Steel Wings for the GBA Season 5. This is actually going to be my very first league match. I'm pretty damn excited. We'll see if the Sacramento Seakings can pull through. I'm just going to go ahead and cut to when he hops on Wi-Fi, and let's go ahead and get this started. This is going to be a live match, so should be pretty interesting. You guys can see the thought process, and yeah. Alright, so it looks like he is online, and we are ready to go. If you guys don't know, this is CrimsonCBAD, head coach of the Detroit Steel Wings. There will be a link to his channel. You got to go check out his videos. He's a great battler, but yeah, so I'm a little bit nervous, this being my very first league match in history, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I brought a squad that I felt pretty comfortable with. I'm excited to see what he is gonna bring here. Honestly, I was looking at his team forever, trying to come up with a plan, and I just settled on. I'm gonna put the bottom screen on here for you guys. So we'll be able to see both of our teams on this preview screen. I'm mainly worried about he has a Mega Charizard. He has a Star Raptor that could kick my ass, honestly. But let's see what he is gonna bring. Take some deep breaths. Let's go, Seattle Seakings. All right, so here we go. Select the Pokemon you wish to enter. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? Alright, so he brought himself a Latios, Electros, Staraptor. That's a Charizard X. We have an Infernape and Roserade. Okay, so I knew he was going to bring the Roserade. I do have a plan. Okay, so my Pokemon is Tornadus. Hitmonlee, we have Torterra, Mega Sableye, fucking Clefable, and Paul had to come. We got Slowbro. So, I did bring the Unaware ability on my Clefable here, just in case he wants to set up Dragon Dances with his Mega Charizard. I'll be able to paralyze it and not take too much damage from his attacks. So that's really nice. I'm expecting him to probably expect me to be Magic Guard, all that fun stuff. But, so seeing that he does have the Staraptor, I'm guessing that's probably going to want to be his lead. If he does decide to lead off with Electros for the Volt Switch, that would be pretty interesting. I think I'm going to lead off with Bertha. I was planning this. I knew he was going to want to bring that Staraptor just because it kind of does a lot of work to my team. I mean, even my defense, my physically defensive Pokemon are going to take damage from that thing. But I guess we are ready. Let's do this shit. Alright, so he chose already. I'm expecting him, like I said, to lead off with the Torterra, or with the freaking Staraptor. I am Focus Sash, so I'll be able to at least set up one attack. My main priority is I want to get up Stealth Rocks. He does not have anything that can Rapid Spin. He's going to lead off with, he actually leads off with a Charizard, straight off the bats. Okay. Interesting, as I have Torterra out here, maybe he wants to just get the Mega as soon as possible so he doesn't take too much damage from the Stealth Rocks. I think that's probably what he's going to want to do. Either way, I think, yeah, this is actually pretty bad for me, because if he starts setting up Dragon Dances early, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I just don't want to switch directly into Clefable in case he decides to go for an early Flare Blitz. I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks just so those are there for later on. It's definitely going to do work to his Infernape and the Staraptor and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm expecting him. He's obviously going to, he has to Mega Evolve on the first turn here. He might even just start setting up Dragon Dances early, which really would be terrible. I mean, I do have my Clefable, which has the Unaware ability, so I'm not going to be able. His Dragon Dances aren't gonna matter. So he is gonna Mega Evolve here, stays in. If I had Stone Edge on my Torterra, that would be really nice. I'm only carrying Seed Bomb and Earthquake, which is unfortunate. He's just gonna go straight for a Flare Blitz on the first turn. I am gonna be able to live this because I'm Focus Sashed, and that's gonna allow me to get my Stealth Rocks up, which is very nice. Okay, so I was really not expecting the Flare Blitz on the first turn. He is gonna get the burn though. It really doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, I take my Stealth Rocks up. Already starting off the very first turn of the GBA. Got myself burned. Overall, though, it's really not that bad because now this allows me to switch into, I can go into Clefable here. I know that Flare Blitz does a lot of damage. I really would love to get this thing paralyzed, though. Let's go ahead and let's think this through here first. I know that Hitmonlee with the Unburden boost is going to be able to outspeed this thing after I go for a Fake Out with the normal gem. Although I do kind of want to save Hitmonlee for later because I know it will be able to outspeed pretty much everything on his team. So let's see here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go into Chewed Gum. Going to bring out Clefable here. if he does want to go just directly for a Flare Blitz, I know that I damage calced it already, I know that I can take at least one of them. I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave because this Charizard is fucking scary. Man, I really expected him to lead off with that Staraptor, but not the case, not the case. He probably didn't want to set up Dragon Dances too early just because it is a little bit risky, and he knows that I know that he has a Mega Charizard X, so he probably expected some preparation on my end for that thing, which I did. And see, you know, this freaking Clefable, but yeah, so let's see what happens here. The only thing on his team that cannot get paralyzed is the Electros, although that does not seem like the best switch in here, which is, I don't think he is going to switch into the Electros. Something's about to get paralyzed. If I could get a paralyze on the Infernape or something like that, that would be awesome. He is actually going to switch out here. So let's see what he wants to go into. He's going to go into Parasite, which is the Electros. He is going to go into it. So he predicts the Thunder Wave on the first turn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's see here. I don't really like this matchup. I don't want to take a knockoff. Electros is probably going to be a knockoff variant or something like that. Let me go ahead and check something out real quick here. Let me pop open this Electros thing. Electros. Alright, let's see here. So, he can Volt Switch, Flamethrower, Giga Drain. Honestly, I think he might even just Volt Switch. I could just stay in here and Calm Mind, which would be honestly not that bad if I just stayed in here and Calm Minded. He doesn't have a whole lot for me. Would that be a bad play? You know, here on this first turn, I'm going to go for a Wish. I'm going to see what he wants to go for. I set up a Wish. I'm expecting probably knockoff. Clefable isn't too worried. Okay, so he does just go straight for the knockoff. I was almost going to switch into Mega Sableye, which probably would have been the better play. I kind of expected him to Volt Switch, though, predicting that. But at least I got a Wish up, so now I'm really not worried at all. I'm just going to actually set up a Calm Mind here. Seeing as I know this Electros can't really hurt me with the Wish up. I'm pretty safe in this position here. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's going to stay in. What's she going to go for? Maybe Volt Switch this turn? I think he just really wanted to get the item off Clefable here. He is going to go for the Acid Spray. Alright, okay, so that does damage. That does damage. He's going to lower my special defense. That sucks, man. Okay, fuck. Okay, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. At least I'm back to full health. I did lose my leftovers. Honestly, with that drop there, I don't feel safe with leaving this thing in. Clefable's too useful in this match. I think I'm going to switch into Mega Sableye here. I would really like to get this thing Mega nice and early. So let's see what's going to happen. Maybe he's going to Volt Switch this turn. If he does, I'm going to be pissed. Don't Volt Switch, bruh. Okay, so I bring in Sableye. He's just going to go for another Acid Spray. That is fine. Not going to do any damage, even with the big special defense drop. His next attack really won't hurt me too bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Evolve, and I'm going to hit this thing with a knockoff. I do have Recover on Mega Sableye, so I'm not really too worried about taking another special attack here, seeing as I am specially defensive Sableye, so not too big of a deal. I'm expecting him to maybe... He doesn't really have a whole lot for Mega Sableye. He's going to be able to just get chip damage on. It doesn't look like he has really a whole lot of preparation for Mega Sableye. This thing is a fucking monster when he brings out that big-ass gem. So much defense. The only down part is he has pretty low HP, but honestly not too bad, I guess. Let's see what happens. So I do get the Mega Evolution. See if he is going to end up staying in here. I just went for a knockoff. So, okay, so I'm going to get rid of the item, maybe Assault Vest, I'm expecting. Yeah, okay, so I get rid of his Assault Vest. Now he's going to go ahead and Volt Switch. So with the drop in special defense, that does a lot of damage. Holy shit, Electros getting damage on me, bro. Getting damage on me. Okay, so now is when things start to get scary. I really need a recover on Mega Sableye. Would be really nice to get a recover here. That Acid Spray was a good play there, but I should have switched into Sableye right off the bat on the first knockoff. He wouldn't have been able to get my Mega Stone off there, but Clefable's at least still at full health. Just no leftovers at this point. He's gonna bring out Thorn here, which is the Roserade. Okay, so what is the Roserade going to be able to do? He's going to be able to kill me with Sludge Bomb. With this lowered special defense, I do not want to stay in here at all. What is he going to go for? So I don't have to worry about Stealth Rocks. That is really nice. I could just switch directly into Tornadus here, which his name is Tornanus. Thank you, Ellie. 8-Bit Insomniac, I think that's your name. Yeah, when I tweeted out recommendations for the nickname, and that's what I got. But anyway, so I don't have a lot of switches for Roserade. I think I'm just gonna have to go straight into Tornadus here. He's gonna probably hit me with a Sludge Bomb. Let's see what happens. Or I might just start... Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna start setting up hazards in on a fucking Mega Sableye. Although he is probably gonna expect the switch. Goes for the Dazzling Gleam here. Tornadus is not gonna take a whole lot of damage from that. Alright, not too bad. Now's the point where I have to hope that I can land some fucking Hurricanes here, because if I miss a Hurricane, I'm gonna be pissed off. Alright, let's go for a Hurricane. First Hurricane of the season. Let's see if Tornadus can make it happen. Don't you miss, bro. Don't you miss, Tornadus. Okay, so it looks like he's thinking about it. He does not have a lot of switches in onto a Hurricane. He could go into the Electros, but then again, I would be able to knock it out after one hit and Stealth Rock's damage, I believe. He is going to switch out here, so if I miss the Hurricane, not too big of a deal. Don't miss, though. Bro's going to go... Okay, so he is going to go into the Electros. Take a little bit of Rocks damage. That's what I like to see. Don't miss the Hurricane. Yes, I didn't miss the first Hurricane of the season, guys. Hell yeah. And it's almost enough to knock this thing out, and I get the Confusion. Are you serious? Holy shit. Okay, well, that's actually really nice. This allows me... I'm going to go for a U-turn with the Regenerator ability. When I switch out, I am going to get a decent amount of health back. So that's really nice with pairing Tornadus with the Life Orb, because you end up getting the health back once you switch. So the U-turn is going to take out the Electros. Tornadus T getting the first kill of the season. Hell yeah. So that puts me at about half. Although I am going to switch out here and get that Regenerator. With Slowbro and Tornadus, the Regenerator core is just really nice. So let's see what he wants to bring in now. I think he might want to... Well, actually, let's see, because he's going to be able to switch in a matchup accordingly to what I bring in. So I think I'm gonna bring in... Should I bring in Clefable? Because if he goes... so if I bring in Clefable, he's probably gonna want to bring in... Yeah, I don't think he has anything at this point that can one-hit KO me. So if you let's actually run a damage calc here. Sorry, this is kind of one of the times in these season matches I'm probably gonna be running damage calcs throughout the midst of it, but let's see. Okay, so Calm Mind, Clefable. If he goes into the Roserade, how much does a Sludge Bomb do to me? Okay, so fuck, Sludge Bomb is actually able to take me out, even... Oh yeah, I don't have any special defense investment, fuck! Okay, that's terrible. That's terrible. What should I do here? I could go into Kung Foot, I can fake out anything and be able to outspeed it. You know what, I think I have to go into Hitmonlee here. Whatever he brings in, I will be faster than after a fake out, although if he does go into the Roserade, I don't think I'll be able to knock it out just after the fake out damage. But let's see here. Gonna have to put him in a position to make a play. He might even just go into the Latios, actually. Although I do have knockoff for that, I just don't know how much it is going to do. Let's actually run that calc too while we're waiting. Hitmonlee. Latios. What did he go into? He went into the Latios. Okay, alright, just okay. Not bad, not bad. So knockoff does decent damage. I just don't want Hitmonlee dying this early, because it will be able to help me out later. Alright, Latios. What are you gonna do, man? Probably just gonna go... Oh, shit. You know what, I think I'm gonna switch into the Clefable here. Although, what moves could he have potentially to hit my Clefable? Let's see here. So Latios, generally, I'm expecting this to probably just want to be a Life Orb attacker with Draco Meteor, like Psyshock, things along the lines of that. I think he might actually have Defog on that thing. I forgot about that. You know what? I'm going to play it safe. I am going to switch into Chewed Gum here, just because Hitmonlee is too important to lose this early, because I will be able to outspeed the Staraptor and things like that after the Unburden boost, so I don't want to waste it. He is going to go for the Defog. Okay, so he is going to get rid of those Stealth Rocks. That is unfortunate. Why the fuck didn't I notice that early on when I said he didn't have a spinner? Definitely has a Defogger, but overall not that big of a deal. The Staraptor and stuff would not like those Stealth Rocks, but it's alright, it's alright. So, I could even just Calm Mind right now. He doesn't have the Electros. I could Calm Mind. This is a tough decision here. I could just go straight for the Thunder Wave. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the Thunder Wave in case he wants to switch into the Roserade. So he is going to switch that thing out. Get the hell out of here, blue one. And, okay, so he does go into the Roserade. About to catch this Thunder Wave. Not bad at all. Alright, this is good. This is good. So that quick-ass motherfucker is no longer fast. I do not want to take a Sludge Bomb from it. That is for sure. And I could just switch into Tornadus here. Or I could go into Sableye, although... if he does go... Yeah, you know what? I am going to go into Sableye. If I could get a recover on Sableye and get some health back, that would be huge. Let's see what happens here. Parahacks would be nice. Let's get some Para. Cross your fingers for some Parahacks. Okay, so Sableye comes out. The Roserade is going to go for a Sleep Powder. Magic Bounce is going to allow that not to work. Thank you for that. Alright, so... I was wondering if he was going to bring Roserade with Sleep Powder just in case. Or, I mean, just knowing that I do have Magic Bounce Sableye. But, see, the interesting thing about this Sableye is that I actually brought Zen Headbutt just for this Roserade. So if I could... I would really want to recover first, but honestly, I would really want to land a Zen Headbutt on that thing. I'm going to go for recover. Looks like he is going to stay in, so he doesn't know that I have Zen Headbutt for his Roserade. I thought it was going to be pretty situational, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to throw Zen Headbutt on this thing. He's going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Let's see how much damage this does. Nothing at all. I can take that all day. Let's just go for that Zen Headbutt. Let's see how much this does. And he's about due for a Parahax here. Come on now. Come on now. He might switch, though. He might actually switch. Oh, he's going to stay in. Sableye with the Zen Headbutt coming through. You don't see that every damn day. And that did about half, I guess. Okay, well, not too bad, I suppose. Going to go for a Sludge Bomb. Not going to happen, sir. And I can actually... I'm probably just going to want to recover here. Yeah, I think I'm going to... You know what? Knockoff probably does more damage to that thing. Does fucking Knockoff do... Yeah, with the item, I think Knockoff does even more damage to this thing. He is going to switch out here. So the Roserade's at about half health and Parad. Let's go ahead and take a note of that. Parad. Alright, so he's going to go into Latios here. I was about to go for the Knockoff. Let's see what does he have for me? I don't think this Latios really has a whole lot to do to me here. I'm going to go for a Knockoff. That seems like the obvious play. Gonna go ahead and get rid of yo item blue one as he goes for a Charge Beam. Avoided the attack. That is unlucky on his end. I am sorry, bros. The Knockoff's gonna do a buttload of damage while also getting rid of that leftovers. Hope you weren't enjoying those, my friends. And so he was probably just expecting another Zen Headbutt, so he decided to switch into this thing. And did not end up working out for him at all. I'm just gonna go for another Knockoff in case he does want to switch out here. Something's about to lose their item. I think he might actually end up switching unless he wants to just get rid of his Latios nice and early. Let's see what happens here. This is intense, man. First league match. Gotta start off week one solidly. I don't know if I've been looking at... I could see this match going both ways. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, honestly, both teams are really, really nice. I enjoy my team. It has a lot more options for the defense, and I feel like it's hard for the opponents to build their teams. Like, looking at my wall core, you just don't know what I'm going to end up bringing. He is going to switch out here. I went for another Knockoff. I'm expecting maybe Infernape. Oh, he's going to go back into Thorn. Okay, so Roserade's going to come out again. No more Stealth Rocks, so he's going to take a Knockoff. And, okay, so it does about the same amount of damage as the Zen Headbutt. But, let's just go for another Zen Headbutt here. We'll probably never use Zen Headbutt's Sableye again, but, you know, fuck it. So he does just go for a Dazzling Gleam, not going to do a whole lot of damage. Fucking Mega Sableye is too much of a monster. And that is going to take out the Roserade. So, and he wasn't paralyzed anymore because of his natural cure ability. So that makes a whole lot of sense. Alright. So now he has a free switch into anything he wants on my Sableye. I don't think he has... Well, actually, maybe Charizard's Flare Blades might actually be able to one-hit KO me at this point. I'm not entirely sure. And now we play the waiting game. Just hiding behind the old gem over here. His name is Tom. I totally forgot to mention this. His name is Tom because Peeping Tom, he looks like he's fucking just like hiding in a corner, you know, just being a creeper, peeping at bitches. I don't know. I just went with Tom because I couldn't think of anything, honestly. So he's definitely thinking about this. He has Latios, Staraptor, Charizard X, and Infernape left. I believe Charizard X or Infernape might actually be able to take me out at this point, but I do still have Slowbro in the back of my team. Meanwhile, I'm still worried about that damn Staraptor because those things are quick as fuck and they hit extremely hard. Although, this is making it really easy. This is making it look like it's going to be a decent late game sweep for Hitmonlee. At this point, I still have the Unburdened Hitmonlee. I might be able to bring that bad boy in and get a little late game sweep going on unless... Okay, so he's going to go into the Infernape. Let's see here, Infernape. What can you do? I think he might U-turn, expecting Slowbro to come out. So, I'm expecting this to probably want to be a Mix-Ape. Let's go ahead and run our damage count for Mega Sableye, max special defense. Okay, so actually it doesn't look like he has, unless he has Flare Blitz, which... Let me run this real quick. Okay, so Flare Blitz might be able to take me out at this health. I'm not really sure though. I think I'm gonna go for the Zen Headbutt. Or would the knockoff be better? You know, I'm gonna go for the Zen Headbutt just to get decent damage. He does have Flare Blitz. So let's see if this is able to knock me out here. I don't think it will be enough. It is enough. Okay, what the fuck, damage calc? You wrong. Maybe I think he's actually just probably full physical invested. But either way, not that big of a deal. Let's go into... I'm going to switch into Slowbro here. So we lost Mega Sableye, although... Yeah, that was probably a bad play on land. I should have switched into Paul here. Paul's got a little ribbon because he fucking deserves it. Anyways, let's... I think on the first play here, I might just play it safe and just go straight for a Scald. Although, yeah, I'm going to go for the Scald here. He might just go, I think he's probably going to want to U-turn out. I would expect into the Latios, maybe. I do have Psyshock also on this Slowbro, but obviously Scald's the better play in case he does decide to switch into the Latios. He might just bring in the Charizard at this point. I'm not entirely sure. He did. I think the Charizard had lost a little bit of health just from the Flare Blitz early on. So let's see what he's going to want to switch into. He goes into the blue one. Okay, so he is going to bring back in the Latios, which is kind of unfortunate. I almost went for the Toxic there. Scald's not going to do enough to take this thing out. Don't get the burn. Quite unfortunate. Although I can just bring in Clefable here. This is tough, because he could just Thunderbolt me. Yeah, I'm gonna switch into Clefable. I wanna definitely want to save Paul because I am gonna be able to take attack from the Staraptor and the Infernape. So he's just gonna go for a Roost. Okay, so getting his health back. Overall, not that big of a deal. He has a Dragon in on a Fairy at this point, and I think I'm gonna go for a Thunder Wave. That seems like the best play at this point. If he does want to switch, the rest of his Pokemon are really quick. None of them like Thunder Wave. We have a 4-4 match going on right now. This is already a pretty close one. Overall, not as stally as I expected it to be. I lost Mega Sableye pretty early. I kind of blew it on that, but you know, whatever. I thought I was gonna be able to take a Flare Blitz. What the fuck? He has to be. Yeah, he probably just has a little bit more in attack investment than the Mix-Ape set I was running on the damage calc. Not that big of a deal. He is just going to stay in Roost. Okay, so if I could... Actually, does the Infernape one-hit KO me with fucking... I'm going to put 252 on the attack just to see what happens. Clefable is physically defensive, which is really nice. So I have max physical defense. And a Flare Blitz is not able to take me out, so I might be able to get a little Clefable action going. I'm going to set up a Calm Mind because I have literally no reason not to. I don't think Latios has anything for me at this point. And his only switch would be into a hard-hitting physical attacker, which would be pretty risky at this point. So he has his Latios back to full health. I'm really not worried about that thing, considering I do still have knockoff on my Hitmonlee and all that stuff. Well, actually not all that. I mean, I don't have a whole lot for it. It's just not the most threatening at this point in the match. Let's see what happens here, Latios. What you gonna do? Oh man, this is why live matches are kind of annoying because you gotta sit here through the waiting time. But at least it is pretty intense sitting here listening to the fucking background music. Okay, so he is gonna stay in. Clefable is able to get a free Calm Mind here. Actually, not free. And let's see. I mean, he's gonna hit me with something, maybe. Not going to hurt too bad after a nice little special defense raise. He just goes for the Charge Beam. He is looking for that special attack raise. Although it's not able to hurt me a whole lot. Okay, so he's going to get his special attack raise. That's honestly fine. I am going to get one more Calm Mind. I can set up a Wish so I can get all this health back in the long run. I'm really not too worried about it. After a couple Calm Minds, Moonblast is going to start to be able to do damage to this thing. So I get another Calm Mind up. Clefable over here doesn't give a fuck. He probably thinks it's Magic Guard too, because there's no way of telling he doesn't have Stealth Rocks up. Let me get a Parahax. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Alright, got the Parahax. Not bad. I'm going to hit it with the Moonblast. I don't want to get greedy with the Calm Minds. I have +2 at this point. Let's see how much a Moonblast does here. Oh, yeah. That knocked that motherfucker out. Latios goes down. I'm sitting here. Well, that makes me feel like, fuck, I should have got some more Calm Minds. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The rest of his Pokemon are physical attackers. And at +2, Moonblast, I believe, takes out, well, not the Charizard, but it does do a lot of damage to it. Let's go ahead and set in the magic, or the freaking damage calc here. I'm going to set my Clefable to +2 special attack. Let's see what I can do against this Charizard. I'm kind of still worried about that thing. Although I believe I can take at least one Flare Blitz from that thing as long as he doesn't have a Dragon Dance. Actually, I'm unaware. Obviously, it doesn't matter. I am unaware of the fact if you have fucking Dragon Dances, bro. So let's see here. Yeah, Flare Blitz only does like 50% to me, so that's not bad at all. His last 3 remaining Pokemon are Staraptor, Charizard X, and Infernape. So let's see what he wants to bring in. Goes into the Charizard X here. So he's going to probably want to hit me with a Flare Blitz, which is actually perfect because... Actually, let's see here. Does Moonblast take out this thing? I think it might after... I don't know if I should Thunder Wave this thing or not. Yeah, I am going to Thunder Wave it. I think he's going to start to set up Dragon Dances, honestly. A lot of people forget that Clefable has the Unaware ability. Oh, he is just going to go straight for a Flare Blitz. Alright, scary. Scary. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to me. That is perfect. Perfect. And I'm able to get a T-Wave off on this thing. Look at Clefable doing things exactly according to plan. That is what I like to see. So I got this thing paralyzed. I'm just gonna go straight for a Moonblast. Do I even outspeed? I do outspeed here after the paralysis. Moonblast is actually not gonna... Ooh, it is able to take that thing out. Not bad. So down goes the Charizard X. We are doing pretty well here, guys. Pretty well. So he has the Staraptor and the Infernape left. I still have my Hitmonlee, and depending on what type of Staraptor that could be, things could be getting a little sketchy. Although Clefable is doing amazing out here. Honestly, kind of expecting him to try to set up a Dragon Dance there. Knowing, well, I mean, I only gave this thing 252 physical defense just because of that Charizard, but maybe he didn't know that. Well, he does bring in the Infernape. He is going to be able to actually take me out here, which is unfortunate. But overall, not that big of a deal. What you gonna do, Infernape? I'm expecting probably Flare Blitz. Probably, who knows? You got a fucking fire on your head, bro. How does that not hurt? The fire animation just looks weird as fuck to me, honestly. Like the Moltres animation looks so weird. Alright, CrimsonCBAD. You just faced the wrath of Clefable. Looks cute. Got some weird little wings. Cute as fuck. Will eat your children in my free time. Okay, so he is just gonna finish me off with the Flare Blitz. Not that bad because he is gonna take that little tiny bit of recoil, which really doesn't matter. But I think this thing might be choiced in some way, unless he has Life Orb. He doesn't have Life Orb. I think he is probably choiced. I'm just gonna switch into Paul here. Got a bulky water against against a motherfucking Infernape. Paul comes out here with full health. I'm just gonna click Scald. Really no other, nothing else to do. He is just gonna go straight for another Flare Blitz. Not gonna do a whole lot of damage to Paul, my friend. Eating that shit up. Faux dinner. Paul's like, yo, give me some more of that. Tickles. So a Scald is gonna be able to take out the Infernape. His last Pokemon is the Staraptor. And let's see if we can take the win here, guys. So Paul looks like he can, unless that thing is a Choice Band, I think I might, well actually it probably is Choice Band, but I might be able to even take a Brave Bird. Let's see here, Slowbro, max physical defense. Staraptor, Choice Band. I actually can live anything that can throw at me. So does Psyshock do more? I think Psyshock actually does more to this thing. No, Scald does a little bit more, and I have the burn chance there. Let's just hit this Scald here. So he is just going to go straight for a Brave Bird. Here we go, Paul. No crits or nothing. We got this, buddy. We got this. Oh, yeah. No crit. Didn't do any damage at all. And the Scald is going to do about 40%, I believe. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That damage. And I got the burn, which is going to pretty much tie up the win here for me, guys. Whew. That is a load off my chest, man. I've been at school knowing that this match was coming up today, and I was like, holy shit. I'm fucking nervous sitting here planning. I was like, I wrote down both teams on my notebook, and I was like, I gotta just make sure I'm ready for everything, honestly. But he's gonna go for one more Brave Bird. My Pokemons came through today. Came through. So that was pretty much the plan with my draft, honestly. Just have my bulky ass motherfuckers just come through. Didn't really have to use Tornadus or Hitmonlee a whole lot this match. Definitely relied on the walls. Great game, Crimson. Not a bad way to start off the season for me with a nice 3-0 win there. And that is what I am talking about. Gonna go ahead and save this battle just in case. And, alright, thank you guys for watching. Fuck yeah, Seakings are starting off the season 1-0. I could not be more happy. My Seakings coming through. Definitely be sure to leave a like on this video. Leave a comment if you enjoyed this. There will be, definitely, obviously, fucking some more matches. I'm gonna try to make it to the playoffs this season, boys. You better be ready for that. Alright, guys, catch you next time. Peace out.